Due to COVID-19, the NBA shut down and lost a lot of money. So, what does the NBA do to make up for the lost revenue? Well, I think we've all got an idea. There has been lots of talk about NBA expansion as of recent, and it makes perfect sense. The league makes lots of money when they expand. There are more jerseys for fans to buy. They get a lot of new deals because of sponsors, and the new team that joins the league has to pay $1 billion to the league. So there's $2 billion right there if they expand and get two teams. So who are the front runners to get the team? Well, a common thought that most NBA fans have is that Seattle should get a team. As most of us know, Seattle had a team called the Supersonics, and it was a very popular team, but the Kia Arena where the Supersonics played was not big enough to keep generating revenue, and thus led to the team relocating to OKC, where they're now known as the OKC Thunder. Now, the story's a lot more complicated than that. I heard there was politics involved about the ownership. Apparently they broke their promise. They were supposed to try and keep the team in Seattle, but apparently they wanted to go to OKC. But I'm not trying to spend the whole video talking about how Seattle lost their team, so let's move on. The main reason why people are saying Seattle should get their team back is because they're finally renovating the arena after 11 or something years. But it's not because they want the NBA back, it's because Seattle is actually getting an NHL team. And while they're at it, they're gonna add more rooms and seats. So if they get an NBA team, the same mistake that happened last time won't happen again. And inserting an NBA team into Seattle will also be easy, considering the fact that WNBA team there already, the Seattle Sparks, and they're the reigning champions, so there's still basketball passion in Seattle right now. The only negative thing analysts see with Seattle is they're right next to Portland, and Portland has the Trailblazers, so who knows, the markets might collide, but I don't really think that's a negative, considering the fact there's 4 teams in California, and that's a lot. Even though California is a big state, 4 teams is just overkill. So I don't know, 2 right next to each other doesn't seem like that big of a deal, and I think that overall, Seattle has a solid case of getting a team. Another city that's a contender and popular among NBA fans is Las Vegas. There is obviously lots of upside with going with Vegas. There's a huge market in the city. There is lots of upside with going with Vegas. The market is huge and the money will come flying. That's how Vegas usually is, and y'all know the saying, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Including your money. Including your money. Okay, I made that part up, maybe I did, but come on, it's still true. There also is basketball culture lying in Vegas. Vegas has a WNBA team, and they got passion, man. They made it to the WNBA finals, and they versed the Sparks. So the passion is there. So there are plenty of good reasons why Vegas should get a team, but at the end of the day, we have to remember that Vegas is Vegas. You see, the NBA has already tested Vegas and Nevada's market. They did it with the 2007 All-Star Game, and everyone knows what a disaster that was, including the NBA. So what happened was 400 people were arrested during the weekend, and that's not normal. According to the local police, a majority of them were definitely related to the sudden tourism caused by the NBA All-Star Weekend. And remember, Vegas is also where the most gambling occurs yearly, and that also could cause the league worries as players could get involved, staining the league's reputation in the process. Reports also say that things haven't gotten better in Vegas as of recent. That crime rose 4% in 2020, and so this hurts Vegas's case even more. The last contender that people see for the NBA to expand is Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. And this is actually my hometown, y'all didn't know. But the reason Vancouver is a contender is because basketball is really popular here in Vancouver, as hip-hop culture has had lots of influence on many of the Asian immigrants, making basketball very popular in the process. And it's a good foreign market for the league to expand in. I mean, there's only one other team in Canada, the Toronto Raptors, but they're all the way up in the east. And this would be the only Canadian team in the west. And Vancouver, like Seattle, lost their team because the Grizzlies moved to Memphis, which was also pretty shady now that I think about it. And the NBA didn't really give us a good team that would generate revenue, and that's why the team failed and left after 6 seasons, I think, or I don't know, around that. But yeah, it would be smart for the NBA to revisit Vancouver, and I think Adam Silver knows that as well because he's mentioned it. So those are the 3 contenders for an NBA team as of now. I know there are other cities that want a team, but these are the most popular 3 that are talked about, and so that's why I chose them. But yeah, that does it for the video, man. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that, and see you guys next time.